Hello everybody, welcome to the Empressive channel. I want to talk about this. Now, recently Megan snagged a Pepsi deal. She did a Pepsi commercial and it was a gladiator themed video, which was very reminiscent of the commercial Beyonce did with Britney Spears and Pink back in the day. So Megan did her own version of We Will Rock You, just like Beyonce did with Britney and Pink. And I thought about it. I was like, okay, this commercial is pretty fire. I know Gladiator 2 is coming in theaters soon. So this is kind of like a big promotional video for them. And on top of that, it's a Pepsi deal. So this is a real big look for Megan. Megan's management team, Roc Nation, has been able to get her a lot of great opportunities, which is great for her career, right? But I have to say this, and I know some of y'all are going to be thinking, oh, here she go again. She always gotta criticize Megan. Why can't she just be happy for her? I know what y'all gonna say, and you're free to complain about it in the comment section. I welcome it, okay? But I kind of feel like Megan is trying to emulate or capture the essence of a Beyonce. Essentially, she's trying to be like her. And I feel like Jay-Z and his Roc Nation partner, Desiree Perez, are trying to prop her up as the hip-hop Beyonce. They want to push her into that caliber. They want her to be their mini B. And listen, I know that Megan is influenced by Beyonce. Beyonce is one of the most influential artists of all time. So naturally, you're going to see artists try to follow in her footsteps. I could think of people like, Victoria Monet, who follows in Beyonce's footsteps a lot. And nothing is wrong with that, but it is a little interesting to me that Beyonce's husband and his business partner, Desiree, are setting Megan up to follow Beyonce's career moves. And I get it. She generates money. They're investing in her. And the more they elevate her, the more money she's going to bring them. But I think it's a little interesting that Jay-Z is allowing his artists to copy his wife. I want to read into it, but I don't. So I'm just going to act illiterate. But initially, I feel like Roc Nation wanted Megan to be like another Nicki Minaj or a Cardi B in terms of popularity. But now they're like, okay, let's use this angle. Let's use the Beyonce angle. Let's position her as like the Beyonce of hip hop. That's what I'm getting from their whole strategy. And to be honest, I don't know how I feel about that. I think Megan has her own unique style, her own sound. I like how creative she is with her visuals. She does do different things like incorporate anime into her brand. And also she's kind of expanding her brand to the Asian market as well, which I think is very, very smart, very lucrative. So Megan absolutely has her own identity outside of Beyonce. So I don't really know how I feel about her trying to emulate her brand. But I think at this point, her team wants her to be associated with Beyonce. I think they want her to follow Beyonce's footsteps. They want her to be their own little mini rap Beyonce. And when I see her perform, she reminds me of Beyonce. In fact, this year she performed at the BET Awards, and her performance reminded me of the performance that Beyonce did at the VMAs one year. It was like the exact same setup. And I was just like, wow, this is interesting, right? Also, she performed for the presidential hopeful Kamala Harris at her rally, and her performance was reminiscent of the performance that Beyonce gave for Hillary Clinton. In fact, she used some of the same dancers. The dancers were wearing similar outfits, and I thought, okay, that's interesting as well. And now you see her do this Gladiator commercial, which is clearly Beyonce inspired. And I'm just like, that's also interesting as well. I wonder how Beyonce feels about that, because it seems like her husband and his business partner are trying to create another her. Now, we know that Megan could never replace Beyonce or be on her level, but Megan is talented in her own right, and she is kind of moving up the ranks in hip hop. Like at this point, I think she has surpassed Cardi B. And it's obvious that her team is trying to get her to compete with and try to one-up Nicki Minaj. And to me, I do think this is kind of an underlying reason why Nicki and Megan are beefing. Recently Megan did an interview with Billboard, and she said she don't know what the issue is with Nicki. But to be honest, I think she knows what the issue is. I think she's aware that her team has done some shady stuff behind the scenes to get under Nicki's skin. And I'm not going to put the full blame on Megan for that, because Nicki's beef is really with Roc Nation and Desiree. It really is. But also, another reason why I think there could be some issues is because I guess Nicki kind of felt used by Megan, because when Megan was coming up, Nicki stamped her. She gave her that cosign and hopped on the Hot Girl Summer song. And Nicki didn't even charge for that feature. That's what a lot of people don't know. Nicki didn't charge for the verse, nor did she charge to make an appearance in the video. She just did it for free. But after that collaboration, you know, Megan started to distance herself, and maybe it was her team who really stirred her in a different direction. But she did eventually collaborate with Nicki's nemesis, Cardi B, for WAP. And that, of course, probably created more tension. And also, people forget that Nicki and Megan have been taking subliminal shots at each other for over 2 years now. So this beef didn't just come out of nowhere. But I think when Megan took a shot at Nicki in her song Hiss, that's when we started to see that there was an issue. And Nicki did spiral out of control. And people were like, what is going on with her? But it was a buildup of a lot of things. But in my opinion, I think Roc Nation played a role in this feud. They're the chess players and they're using Megan as their pawn. Now, moving on, I saw a comment asking if I was going to talk about Halle Bailey's latest single and video. I meant to talk about it earlier, but I couldn't get anything out last week. But since we're here, I want to talk about Halle's new song, Because I Love You. I love this song. I also love this video. I love how in the beginning she seems so sweet and unassuming. You look at her like she's just a girl in love, but come to find out she is crazy. She's obsessive, she's jealous, and it doesn't matter what her guy tries to do, he can never escape her. Even if he tries to creep around with another girl, he's gonna always see Halle. And I thought that was hilarious. I love the theatrics. And I thought it was also funny that Halle said this was based off of a true story. So I think maybe she does get a little bit stalkerish when it comes to her boyfriend, DDG. So DDG better watch out.
How did you come up with the concept for the video? Well, I don't want to spill too much about it, but it is based off of my real life events. I feel like this whole period of my life, I'm in a new transitional phase of just... Okay, we're back. But like I was saying before, this song is very near and dear to my heart. It's based off of true events. And yeah, I hope that you guys like it.
I do like the song. I do. Even if it makes Halle look a little crazy, I like it a lot. And I've liked a lot of the music that Halle has released so far. I'm really looking forward to her upcoming album, honestly. I think it's going to be really good. So I'm here for it. Now, I want to get into this topic. It's really sad, but the Atlanta rapper Rich Homie Quan passed away at the age of 34 years old. Rich Homie Quan is known for songs like Type Away and Flex and Walkthrough. I mean, he had quite a few big hits back in the day. And I do remember he had this song with Mariah Carey called Thirsty. Oh my gosh, I wanted that song to be a single so bad. I love that song. But yeah, Rich Homie Quan's passing is very sad, and it's really sad to see all these rappers just dying. I mean, either they die from violence or an overdose. I mean, it's just really, really, really unfortunate. And I do believe he passed away from an overdose. He did open up about his struggles with addiction. In fact, he was addicted to Molly, and he used it like every day, but he claimed that he kicked his habit. However, it seemed like he was still struggling with his addiction. So I don't know. The situation is really sad, and I do send my condolences to his family. I know this has to be painful, especially for his girlfriend, Amber Williams, because she actually discovered him dead on the couch. She took their son out to school and she came back and she thought he was sleeping, but the whole time, you know, he was out. So that had to be really, really traumatic for her, for sure. Now, I hate to talk about this mess, but since we're here, the rapper Erica Banks made it public that she was actually in a relationship with Rich Homie Quan too. And some people are speculating that maybe she was his side chick. Well, this is not even speculation. The rapper Akbar V kind of put it out there that she was his sneaky link. So yeah, she was his side chick, but this is what she said. All you wanted was to find happiness again. I always saw it in your face and heard it in your voice, but you had so much left to do. The album, the tour, your birthday. I'm just glad we were able to enjoy such peaceful and memorable moments while you were here, man. Such a sweetheart. Rest in paradise, Quan. And she posted some clips of her and Quan being affectionate with each other and FaceTiming each other. And she even shared this message that he sent her saying, confession, I'd like you for a man, but who wants to get rejected? Then I saw you talking to an N, but in my head, you been mine. None of them N's deserve you. So when she posted this, people were like, girl, why are you clout chasing off of this relationship? Why are you posting him now? Why did you keep him a secret when he was alive? Well, the truth of the matter is she kept him a secret because he was already in a relationship with another woman. So I do think it was tasteless for her to make that post. I understand that she lost someone she cared about, so she wasn't really thinking. You know, sometimes when people get emotional, they don't always think things through. But I do think it was a bit tasteless for her to post that knowing that he was in a relationship. I'm just saying. But anyway, RIP to Rich Homie Quan. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Anyway, tell me what y'all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.